name's Amanda and welcome to my September favourites. Let's get straight into it with my first favourite from this month, and it is an album which I have absolutely been loving. I've literally played it every single day because I just love it so much. And it is the new album by Florence and the Machine. This is what it looks like. It is called How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, and it really is such a beautiful album. I am absolutely in love with her voice. Like, I can't get enough, seriously. I've found that I've always really loved the sound of Florence and the Machine and the majority of the songs that they bring out, but I've actually never bought one of their albums before. And with this one, a lot of the songs on there I have really loved listening to. Some of my favorites include Ship to Wreck, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, Queen of Peace, Delilah, and Third Eye. I think Third Eye is possibly my favourite song on the album. So I definitely recommend you checking out that album if you're into that sort of sound that she does. So moving on to some sewing favourites from this month, I have two things that I want to share with you. And the first one up are these gorgeous petal pincushions that I learnt how to make earlier this month, and I have since done a tutorial on it. You can find the link to that on the screen right now. For ages I've always wanted to know how to make these gorgeous little pincushions, and I finally saw a pattern of how to do it, so I've sort of loosely based this pattern off that one. But I just think they're so gorgeous. They're so easy to make and is so effective, and I don't know, I've just literally been obsessed with making them. One of the big things that I really love about the pattern is you don't actually have to make the pincushions this small. You can actually make them as big as you want, depending on what sort of circular object you trace around. And yeah, I just think they are so adorable and just insanely easy to make. I don't know how to sort of explain it any more than they are very easy to make. And if you do want to make one yourself, then definitely check out the tutorial that I made earlier this month, and you can just have your very own little pincushion to love and adore. My next sewing favourite from September is a pattern that I bought from the Fat Quarter shop, and it was called the Notting Hill House Mini Quilt. And as soon as I saw the pattern on their website, I'm like, I have to make that. It is so adorable. And so here is my version that I made. I don't know whether it's going to fit on the screen, but we'll try. There it is. Oh, look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. I'm so in love with this, seriously. It is so pretty. I only did just finish making this yesterday, but I do still need to put a rod pocket on the back because I want to hang it up on the wall and adore it and swoon all over it every time I walk past it. The construction of this mini quilt was actually quite simple. Oh, well, actually a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. It did take a while to cut out all of the pieces, but as soon as that was all done, it sort of came together really quickly. Every single step in the pattern has like a little diagram of how to put all your strips together to create like the door and then the window and then the house and then the roof and all that sort of stuff. So I really genuinely loved piecing this together, and I'm just really happy with the result, and it's just been an absolute favourite and such a joy to share with you the construction and how it's all sort of come together on my blog and also through Instagram. So if you're loving the look of this lovely gorgeous little mini, you can find a link to the pattern in the description box below. It was a paid for pattern, and I forgot to mention that the pattern is by a lady called Nadra Ridgeway, and I'll also have all of her details down in the description box below so you can sort of check her out as well. My next favourite up is a lovely little book full of words of inspiration that I received from one of my friends for my birthday this month, and I've absolutely been loving looking through it and being inspired and just motivated to get stuff done. This is what the book looks like, by the way. It's got "Be Brave, Be Bold" on the front, and it says "Words to Inspire." This book is from Kiki K, and if you want to know a little bit more about the book, there's a link below as well. But yeah, this book is just full of beautiful quotes and words of inspiration and motivation, words to encourage just courage and bravery. I really enjoy reading and looking for quotes that will really inspire and sort of take my mind out of myself kind of thing, just to look at the bigger picture, because sometimes I can sort of get stuck in my own head and my own thoughts. So sometimes you just kind of need words that are in this book to sort of, you know, kick you up the butt and sort of, I guess sort of push you back into the mind frame of why you've chosen to do things in a certain way, and to just keep going, and to, yeah, just be patient and brave and all of that sort of stuff. So even though I've only had this book for a week, I've just loved it, and it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you very, very much, Sam. You're the best. Next favorite up is a beauty product, and it is this highlighter palette from Revlon. This is in 020 Rose Glow, and I've been looking for a really good highlighter palette for quite a while, and when I saw this, I thought, yeah, let's give it a go, and I really, really love it. I actually bought it a couple of months ago, but it's only within the last month or so that I've been sort of using it quite a lot, and yeah, I just really, really like it. There are some really beautiful rosy kind of peachy type tones in there. Some are glittery, some are not glittery. I don't really know how to explain these kind of things, but I've just really liked sort of dipping my brush in it a little bit and sort of putting it on the top of my cheeks just for a little bit of glitter, a little bit of a glow. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I just like the thought of using it, and I, yeah, just really enjoyed playing with it this month, I guess. Yeah. The last thing that I have absolutely been loving during September is just photography. I set myself the challenge of writing a blog post every single day in September, although I did miss yesterday's post because our internet died very conveniently and I just couldn't do anything, but that's beside the point. But because of that challenge, it sort of challenged me to sort of get my camera out and just really play and just yeah, explore my surroundings and other things outside of my sewing room, and I've absolutely been loving specifically taking photos of nature and flowers. If you've been following along reading my blog this month, then you would have seen some of the beautiful pictures I took of the wisteria that's been growing along our back fence. I love wisteria, it's one of my favourite flowers. And also at the start of the month we went and visited some botanic gardens up in the Blue Mountains, and I was able to take some beautiful photos of the wildflowers, some waratahs and wattle and other beautiful florals, and I've really loved having that sort of creative outlet. It's something that really sort of makes me feel good, and to have photography as a medium to sort of capture beautiful colours and textures and just beautiful spring, and I've just loved it. And I've also just loved uploading the photos and editing them and sharing them with you. Photography is a huge thing in my life. I use a camera every single day to film my YouTube videos. I use it to take photos of my quilts and everything else in between. I've just also really loved the challenge of taking some beautiful photos of my family and sharing them with you, and yeah, just loving all of the memories from September on my blog and with you and forever. I just totally rambled on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, yes, photography. It's been great. So there are all of my favourites from September. Let me know of the things that you've been loving throughout September. September is my favourite month out of the year, mainly because it is my birthday month, and it's also the month my mum's birthday's in, and it's also the beginning of spring here in Australia. So things are warming up, and like Christmas is starting to sort of come into the stores, and flowers are everywhere, and you know, you're starting to be able to feel your feet and your fingers a lot more, and you know, all that lovely stuff when winter is over and spring starts to enter your lives. So yeah, let me know your favourites. I would absolutely love to know what they are. Of course, as always, if you would like to see more of the things that I do here on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you come and join us as we do lots of craft things and lots of other stuff and fun things. Terrible at this, seriously. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you another time very, very soon. Bye!